Alright. I don't know if you can tell my eyes, they look like I have red eyeshadow on it or something, and they look swollen like I got stung by a bee. And they're watering like crazy. I used a cream on my eyelids that had glycolic acid on it, and I kept using it, and then they got worse and worse and worse. I have skin that sensitizes to things very quickly and gets I break out in acne, I get little things happening to my ear, like dermatitis very easily. My skin gets irritated very easily. I had a pimple here, I still have it. It was big as a cyst from this beard. Probably because I was using mineral oil to take off the sunscreen, and it clogged my pores, and I have highly reactive skin, let's just put it that way. I tried to cover it, and it obviously won't cover, it's all red, and my eyes look swollen like crazy. They're not usually this squinty. So I get the picture. I'm gonna stop using it. So onto the subject. Well, this is part of it, but since yesterday, it's been really weird. I went to Costco to get an official form for purchasing my eyeglasses. I paid $80 for an eyeglass exam in July. We're September now. I finally got there because I knew there was a form I had to get, because the guy, if you know who I'm talking about, scroll back all videos, you'll know who the guy I'm talking about is. He said that's what you need, and you need to have the distance between your eyeballs, and they didn't give that to me, and you need an official form if you want to order online on Clearly Optical or something like that, because they're cheaper. It's the first time I ever ordered eyeglasses. I mean, I have a few which I've had in the past year or two, which I get at the drugstore, dollar store, find somewhere randomly, use whatever. So it's the first time I got an eye exam, and I don't want to buy them at Costco because they're expensive. I want to go buy them online. So I finally went, and they said, did you buy glasses here before? And I go, no, I want to buy them online. Well, you didn't pay for the test to have your eyeball, the eyeglasses measured. You only paid for the eye exam. What exactly did I pay for the $80? How am I going to, obviously they wanted me to buy glasses there. That's the way they go. I've heard this before, that eyeglass companies or optometrists do that, but it was never indicated. I didn't, you know what I mean? There's no indication. It's like, what kind of scam is that? So she said, well, sorry, and take a ruler and measure the distance. Okay. What I like about yesterday is the fact that I didn't get mean and vicious and call her out for being a bitch, right? And that she hates her job. Working minimum wage at the counter of an eyeglass place. But I did think about doing a video on it and going back with this camera, which looks like a DSLR camera, and people don't know I'm filming when I'm walking around with it around my neck, so I can kind of get away with filming. So I thought I would use footage to kind of get someone else and kind of add footage to it and try to call consumer protection to see if this is true. Make a whole video of it, and post it. So I wanted to do a good thing out of this. So I didn't get angry, which is great. It's an improvement for me. I didn't want to throw this bitch off a window, whatever. Practicing with my psychologist, I'm like, I'm just pulling back. I'm like, She's just doing her job. No, she doesn't like her job, most probably, you know. And she's probably being obviously told what to do. She probably didn't feel she could have kept the clients by adding a little extra value to, like, oh, we're not allowed to do it, but I'll help you out. That would have been great. I usually get that when you go to convenience stores. I don't go to convenience stores anymore, just because I'm tired of buying my lunches there. It's been a few years. So I try to stay away 9 times out of 10, or 9.9 times out of 10. I'll go to grocery stores because it's more of an effort. And what was I going to say? Yeah, if it's a chain convenience store, back when we had pennies in Canada, we don't have pennies anymore. It's rounded off, rounded up or rounded down. But when you had I don't even carry cash on me. I don't carry money on me. It just happens that way now. I use a debit card. But back in the day, a couple of years ago, if someone was just an employee and you were 1 cent off, they would break $1 and give you all this change back. It's like, really? Or if you're a few cents off, they'd be like, when you're a few cents off. Thinking that they're being noble by charging you right to the penny that they're, you know, that's just like, to me, people, like here, it's not like California where you get nicked for crossing the jaywalking and stuff like that, but here, if it's a green light and there's no cars, no. If it's a red light and there's no cars, and there's no cops around that are trying to make their ticket money for the first of the month or end of the month, and you're waiting because you think you're a noble person, you probably don't like your life. You follow every single rule. Someone up there will make a rule for you and you'll follow it because you think you're good. And you think when you die, you followed every rule. Why are you unhappy? You know, if rules, you know, Arnold would not be where he was if he followed every single rule. He went overboard, but you know what I'm trying to say? There's honesty and then there's ridiculousness. You know? So, getting back to the convenience store, if it's the owner of a convenience store and it's a little mom and pop place, he'll be like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're 5 cents off, don't worry about it, I got you. But someone who's trying to impress someone and be like perfect, and they're an employee, and they break $1 into all these little pennies because you're a penny off. That's crazy. There's no thought has been given into that. So you balance your cash and you're 5 cents over or 5 cents under. So what? You know, there's other places to manage pennies in your balance sheet, you know. So, yeah, so that's the thing with the Costco. I mean, I don't have a dig against her. Hopefully I'll be able to go back, replay this scenario over and get it on video with someone else, because I've never seen it before. I'm sure there's other employees at different times, you know. I'll just go, you take your number, I'll scan, because I remember who the chick is. I'll walk around. If I see she's there, I'll just keep walking. It cost me a lot to get there because it's in the boonies, and I have to pay $3.50 3 times because that's how the bus system works. When it's not in Montreal proper, and you go into boonies, you pay for the bus there, you pay for the bus back, and then you pay for the subway coming in. $3.50 each time. So we're talking $10.50 to get footage. And I hope, I mean, I'm not rushed to get it. I hope to get it. This is where my days are coming weird, because I'm behind on a lot of videos. I'm editing more, and the OpenShot video software I'm using freezes, so I can't go as fast as I'd like to. And my computer is more powerful than the one that's in the mess there. So I've upgraded, but it's not enough, and you know, so, and I'm behind on things, and that gets to me. And that's another reason why I'm staying home, to get some things done. Finally getting my day started. I think it's, I set the alarm for 5, hold on. I set the alarm for 5, and I just, you know, kept pressing snooze until 7 something. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna happen. And then I thought it was Wednesday. Then I get a text from my client, and I'm like, oh, it's Thursday. I completely forgot. So, if he fires me, I don't care, because I don't like him. I don't like him. Oh. But anyways, so I know tomorrow I'm going to my psychologist, and I canceled my group meeting tonight. I mentioned briefly that I have another 8 sessions of a group meeting, which I had last session. It's for asserting yourself, and I spoke to my psychologist about this, because I didn't feel good after the last time, also because I was tired. And it's like, the question is, why am I going? If I'm going to just try to meet people and stuff, then I shouldn't be going. And that is the reason why I'm going. I mean, I don't like the guy in charge of it. I didn't feel comfortable yesterday, even though last week, even though the week before I felt okay. Now I'm like, fuck it. I could do better things with my time, which time is sparse for me to get things done, like editing and creating and training, and so I left an email saying I'm not going today, and then I'll see how I do for the other weeks. Which is the same thing I did with Overeaters Anonymous. I'm trying to go to different groups to meet like-minded people, and it's not working. I'm still going to Buddhism though. I have to do my chanting though. So suffice it to say, it's one of these melancholy days, but I'm working through it. I forgot what I was checking on this. Oh, the time. 11:02. 11:02? Yeah. Let me just double check. No, 1:02. Sorry. So it's already afternoon. On a good note, I joined a lot of Facebook fitness groups and bodybuilding groups, and today I was wondering, how am I going to integrate that and link my videos up to there, and try to bring people to my page and stuff without seeming spammy. So today I went on one of the pages and I just started scrolling and started commenting and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's the way to do it. Engage. It's going to take time. I have my basics that I do every morning and evening with my Instagram and the Take Back Your Life Montreal MTL Facebook group. Those are priority. And then the other things I have to kind of go slowly. I can't do every day, because then I'd be doing social media 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, 4 hours straight. And that's a lot. It's even over an hour as it is, because if there's more comments and as it gets bigger. So just take the time to go through one at a time, engage. And then I realized, oh, okay, that's the way you do it. And then I could see people are asking questions. I could make videos answering those questions, and then I'll have something to link into. But then people, and eventually I'll start posting. I could do this. It's my way to If I'm not meeting people in person, I'm getting out of my comfort zone online and making myself visible in different groups. And then I gotta read the terms and policies to see what's allowed and what's not allowed. So I was satisfied with that. That gave me optimism. There's no pressure with it. And then now I think I can go to Reddit and check that out. I can go, you have to do it all when you're doing this online stuff. That's the thing. And there's always something to add on, and there's always something to learn, and there's always something to do. I don't have a gang working with me. The point is to keep moving forward, just like the Buddhism. There's no fruition yet. I'd like to go onto Amazon and start looking for self-help books and start reading those and start offering this to you guys. See, maybe someone else could read it, or I could read it first, or whatever. I have lots of ideas that I want to kind of add on all the time. Building without getting fed up and frustrated and flustered. And to do that, I have to get rid of the time I'm wasting going to these stupid groups. I have to meet people.